Hello everyone, Ultimate North here, and today we are recording Fishing Planet for the first time in forever. Today we're going to be going on the Maku-Maku Lake, it's a river, it's a lake. It's in South America. The first time on this channel that I'm going to a South American region in Fishing Planet. There are 3 regions. My account is only level 61 at the moment, so I only have access to Maku-Maku Lake. But later on, when I'm leveling up and I plan to play Fishing Planet a bit more again, you could see Marone River and the Amazonian Maze, which I have been in the Amazonian Maze DLC. Really fun. Those could be coming to the channel once I level up, which could still be a bit, depending on how much I play and how much I actually enjoy playing the game. But I've just started playing Fishing Planet a bit more again because it's the winter season now, things are getting cold outside. And I feel like I might be inside more playing some Fishing Planet when I can't actually fish. And one more thing that I really want to talk about is that the ocean update for Fishing Planet is coming either late this year or early next year. I might try to see if I can get my hands on that DLC once it drops on the console. I'm really excited for it. And if you are too, maybe drop a subscribe and hit the like button. But we're going to get into fishing at Maku-Maku, and I'm going to first show you the setups. Okay, so for our setups, we have the Thetis 7'6" and the Ultimate Roller 3500S. It's a good setup for casting for some larger fish. I have a buzzbait on here right now. For whatever reason, Arapaimas like to eat buzzbaits. I figured that out through casting it with my bass rod, which isn't a very fun experience. Really thrilling fight, but it can get kind of annoying. Next up, we have the Sharkcaster 7-foot and the Power Grab 7000. Again, a good casting setup for larger fish. Might be using this for Arapaima or maybe casting some shads like I have on it now for catfish. This is my main bass rod, the Basscaster 7'10", the counts for 3500p. Have a buzzbait on this as well. I might be using this to target butterfly peacock bass, payara, biara, or any of the small to medium-sized predatory fish on this map, which there are quite a few of. Then I have the Equator Match 8'6" SE and the Ella Impulsion 12,000 SE. Really big match rod setup. This can be used at the Congo River. This was unlocked through the Congo Discovery DLC pack. Really heavy rod. It can tackle just about anything you throw at it, and we're going to be throwing some Arapaima at it today. Then we got our list of heavy chasers. And then we have the Spell Launcher 10'6" Special Edition and the Excelsior 6000. And again, another heavy match rod that can be used to tackle some larger creatures such as Arapaima. But I might also be trying to throw this out for some big unique Payara as well, because I'm trying to unlock, I'm trying to complete the Fish Tooth mission for the elusive Arapaima here at Maku-Maku, which is a monster fish that can get upwards of, I believe, like 300 pounds or so. It's a pretty big fish. And I'm going to be hunting for Pyars and BRs so I can lock the Fish Tooth hook and hopefully get onto that fish. I don't know if that'll be in this video or in future videos, but stay tuned. So, we're going to be getting into a private room. So this is a good spot for some of those small to medium predatory fish, such as the butterfly peacock bass, payara, biara, and you can occasionally catch piranhas here. All these South American maps are infested with piranhas. And right here, right where I'm pointing here, this is a good area for Arapaima. So we're also going to throw out some of our bigger rods for Arapaima, and we might be casting a frog or something of the sort for payara or something of that. Alright, now that all my heavy rods set up for Arapaima are thrown out, we're going to be casting for some of the medium-sized fish, such as the payara. That's the main one I'm targeting, but anything works. Kind of going for anything here. Oh, we have a take on the bobber. Doesn't look that big. Looks like we have ran into a red-bellied piranha. Pretty nice one, too. Alright, I think we're going to go for a bit of a bait switch up. I'm not sure what I'm going to go with. I think I might try the... I'm gonna go with a frog. It's worked pretty well for me. I did lose a huge pyar not too long ago on a frog casting in this very location. So I'm curious if we can get one of similar proportions on the end of our line. Now we have a take on the bottom rod. Ooh, that's some nice rod pull right there. Oh, you can tell it's an arapaima. What I like to do with these fish is just yank on them as hard as I can. I found that it's really helpful. It might not be realistic, but in Fish Planet you don't run out of stamina and your rod doesn't really break unless you have absolutely max drag. See, it works pretty well, and this appears to be a decent arapaima, a little young one. And to new players to Maku-Maku, these size of arapaima are plentiful in quite a few areas around this lake, and they're pretty easy to find. Oh, he just had a taker there on the frog. Looked like a pretty sizable fish, too. Oh, I hear beaks. Oh, something on the same bottom round of the Araku minnows. This one doesn't look maybe as sizable as the arapaima before. Some low line tension. Do we have a jacunda here, or do we have a butterfly peacock bass? Butterfly peacock bass. If you're a lower level, you may have seen these in the Everglades. A pretty common fish around there, and it's a pretty common fish here in these Amazonian maps too. However, some of these smaller fish can be a nuisance when you're trying to go for the larger fish, such as arapaima. Oh, we got some on the bobber here. Oh, that's a nice arapaima right there, it looks like. When you see that rod bend in these parts, you can only get guaranteed that it's one thing, and it's an arapaima. Such a prehistoric fish, really cool to look at. Most of the ones found here in Maku-Maku aren't too large. They don't have uniques available here. There are a lot of young ones that are to be caught. But you will occasionally bump into some decent ones. Such as this one. This one's about 100 pounds, roughly. And while I might have a break here from catching the fish, I might show you the map, the location on this map that I'm on real quick. I'm sure if any of you players that have this lake unlocked have been here, you probably know where I am. Just let me get this frog in real quick first. Sometimes I will get a bite kind of right here in the middle of this section. Right around here is where I had a giant pyara take my the frog, right around here. And I somehow missed the hook set. It probably would have been my personal best pyara, but it got off. Alright, so where we are on the map, so right here is the boat ramp, and then you kind of can mosey along around here. If you don't have a boat, this isn't really accessible to you. I mean, there is this spot right here. You can, maybe if you have a rod that is capable of casting really far, you can get somewhere in this area, which is still pretty decent for the fish I'm targeting. And this mark right here is a unique pyara that we got a fish on. And this one right here is just the trophy arapaima that I caught not too long ago. This fish decided to take the match rod with the shiners on it. Not a very big fish. I'm guessing probably a piranha or a small jacunda. Actually, this might be a biara. Nice little biara. Really kind of a small fish, but look at those teeth. I wouldn't want to get in the water with one of those, even though I'm sure they probably don't willingly attack humans, but if there was an accident, I definitely wouldn't want to be in the water. The biara and pyara are pretty similar, but the biara is far smaller, with weights only topping out at sub 5 pounds, while the pyara can top out at like 40 pounds, which is pretty big. Especially when I'm using like bass tackle for it. Oh, we got a beep. There goes that match rod. I kind of thought that one was going to go. And it looks like we probably have an arapaima on. Yep. When the rod tension goes up like that really quick, it's almost guaranteed it's an arapaima in these parts. There's arapaima at the top of the food chain here. Probably the biggest fish around, no, like without a doubt. Well, I'm still kind of horsing this one in. Must not be that big. Yeah, this looks like a pretty small arapaima. Yep, only about 59 pounds, 60 pounds, something like that. Oh, we got something on the bottom rod now. Oh, looks like another arapaima. The arapaima are just going crazy. Jeez, some rod glitch right there. Gotta follow the fish with the camera here. Can't see it really. Gotta wait for it to jump up. Alright, we got that arapaima in. Young one. We're kind of getting bombarded by arapaimas here, which at this point, it's almost a bad thing. So I might change it up a little bit. I think I'm going to go into my boat and maybe try to go for some bass or payara. Something I might do here is I might switch up some lure and technique, and I'm going to go onto a swim bait. And I might troll it. You know, trolling doesn't quite yet exist in Fishing Planet, as maybe how it should. Even though with the ocean update, trolling may become a thing. But for now, you can just kind of sit here on the bow of the boat and cast your lure behind you, which I suppose is trolling, but it'd be nice if you could put the rod in the holders and just use your trolling motor at the same time. So you can look where you're going, because now I'm just kind of going in blind. You know, I do know this area, so hopefully we're okay and don't run into any obstacles. This bass caster setup is really good. I've caught arapaima here with this. You know, it is kind of a struggle, but for its size, this rod is kind of unrivaled. It's great for just about any predatory fish. Bass, pike. You can catch the payaras here. I've caught, what else have I caught on this? I've caught catfish on this rod. I've caught arapaima on this rod. And hopefully when the ocean update comes out and I maybe get my hands on that DLC, I might catch some of the ocean fish on that map, which hopefully there's great barracudas. That'd be really cool to see. Oh, I had a nice bite right there. That sucks. But I was just going to say, comment below. Jesus. I was just going to say, comment below on what fish you'd like to see on that ocean update. There have been 5 confirmed fish. I believe there's the bluefin tuna, some sort of grouper, the blue marlin, which is going to be really cool. Huge fish here we're talking about. The mahi, and I can't remember what the other one was, but there have been some confirmed monster fish, and it's going to be really exciting. And the update's coming up pretty quickly here. Like I said before, either late 23 or early 2024 is when to look out for it. I don't know if the release date's going to be different on PC or console, but regardless, I'm really excited for it, and hopefully excited to play it maybe, and get some videos on it, of course. Alright, so we did have some activity on the swim bait there, but I couldn't capitalize on it. I did get some nice bites though, so I might kind of come back and do a little U-turn and cast about. This little stump sticking out of the water right where my rod tip is pointed is a good spot for payaras and other predatory fish of the sort. So I'm going to cast my swim bait right next to it. And we might do a bit of twitching. This is how I caught a unique payara before. There's a fish. Not too big, but, ooh, this is a big piranha, I think. Do we have a unique piranha? Oh, that's my biggest red-eye piranha yet. Oh, look at that thing. It's a dinner plate. Huge piranha right there. As far as I haven't snagged a unique one of these red-eye piranhas yet. Still, looking dinner plate of a piranha. Really cool. Look at those teeth. That's what they're infamous for. That's a nice fish. What we got here? I'm guessing it's either a big Pyara or maybe it's a silver arowana. Looks like oh, it's a peacock bass. This is a big peacock bass, I bet. Oh, look at that. That's a nice peacock bass right there. I don't know if they get to this size in the Everglades, but it's a really impressive fish right there. That's my biggest one yet, pushing 9.1 pounds. Nice fish. Pretty sweet. Keeping that one. That was kind of a surprise catch. I didn't really expect to catch that, but I'm not complaining at all. That's my biggest butterfly peacock bass ever. It beat my old record by, I think, almost half a pound. Kind of unexpected. We are getting some decent fish out of this little weed clump right here. With this swim bait. Again, just doing a bit of a twitching. Oh, there we go, another fish. Just doing some twitching action, and clearly the fish like it. Looks like another sizable fish here. I don't know what species it is. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, Angus silver arowana looks like. Oh, he's nearly lost it. Can we get 2 uniques in a row? Is this a unique? Not quite. Still a solid 6.7 pound silver arowana. I do want to show you guys this fish real quick, just in case you guys haven't seen it. It is a really cool looking fish. Kind of a really cool gold coloring on this fish. And they pay really well in terms of their size. $1,600 and 1,000 or 1,100 XP for being under 9 pounds. Really good. Our comp. And we have another looks like silver arowana attacking. Oh, this is a Pyara. Come on, get in the. Let me land the fish. Come on. Nice trophy Pyara. Pretty solid fish. Again, really good money and XP on these fish too. Toothy predators as well, like the Pyara. There's a nice fish on this cast. Another silver arowana looks like. Yep, no complaints from me. That's a bit of a smaller one. But still pays well for its size. Pays excellent for its size, as a matter of fact. They're really cool looking fish, and they fight pretty aggressively for their size as well. No complaints from me. That's kind of a bit of a thing with Fishing Planet. Sometimes you don't always go for the bigger fish to get the most XP and money out of it. Sometimes if you kind of stack the smaller fish up, like if you could catch enough Pyaras and silver arowanas and stuff like that, I'm sure you could probably make as much, if not more. Oh, I think I saw that fish take it. But you could, if you stacked up some silver arowanas and Pyaras, I'm sure you could get as much, if not more, out of a keep net than you would just filling it with like Arapaimas or something like that. Speaking of Pyaras, I think we got a pretty nice one on right here. Oh, it's put up a nice fight. Even with me trolling towards it. Yeah. That's just yammering off today. That looks like a nice Pyara. Oh, it's a unique. Nice. Unique Pyara. Not quite beating my PB, but I think it's pretty close. Like, it's within half a pound, maybe less. Look at those teeth on that thing, though. Try to zoom in a bit closer. The camera is not really liking this. At all. Really cool looking fish. Okay, let's give me a second. Yeah, really cool looking fish. You can tell it's a predator. really big tail. Hides in cover, darts out with those big teeth. I've been watching Chasing Monsters, and you know they go to the Amazon and stuff like this. And he actually has caught these fish, and they're actually called the vampire fish, which is I'm guessing pretty understandable looking at those massive fangs. We're gonna put this one in the keep net. Again, $4,400 and 2,800 XP on this bass rod. Over 40 inches long and 25.5 pounds. Really solid fish there. See what else we can catch. Just instant. I don't know if I've ever had this much luck on this weed hump right here, or weed clump. This is another. This is a red-bellied piranha. Looks like. We just keep catching uniques. This is great. Again, not quite on the board with my PB, but nonetheless, a really nice chunky red-bellied piranha. You can see those big teeth. I'm assuming these are pretty common in South America, and because they sure are in the Fishing Planet Amazonian maps. 13.7 inches, about 4.1 pounds. Just the build of a dinner plate. Really big piranha. Pretty cool. On a big old 2.5 ounce swim bait. That just shows you that they're pretty aggressive, especially on this like peak of the day. Because right now, I'll show you. We're fishing almost directly on the peak. The peak is actually at about 9 a.m. We're fishing a little after 8. So we're almost on peak. I'm going to take a cast over here for a change. Alright, we're changing up my lighting a little bit. It got a bit dark. Sucks. It gets dark at like 5 p.m. now. Oh yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah. He's just rambling on today. He's probably hungry. If I should go get him something to eat after this video. Alright, with that, guys, I think we're going to wrap up this video. This wasn't much of a preview of Maku-Maku, but it really goes to show you that this lake has tons of a variety of fish to go for. Over yonder, you can catch arapaimas, and right here, the great spot for payara, silver arowana, butterfly peacock bass, piranhas, a wide variety of fish to catch in this lake, and of course, not even mentioned yet or targeted yet are the potentially huge catfish in this lake. The gilded catfish doesn't get up to the size of its Marone River cousins, I guess, because it only gets up to trophy size, but trophy size can still top out at 90 pounds, which would put up quite a big fight, especially on shore. So, maybe next video on Maku-Maku, which might be next video in general, but I might go try to target some catfish. I'm still trying to learn where and how to target the catfish on this lake. I've only caught a handful, but I'll figure it out. Please, guys, remember to like and subscribe. The holiday season is coming up. I might try to do some Fishing Planet fun and maybe some other videos throughout December and January. And just gonna have fun. So please, guys, remember to like and subscribe. And all up north, checking out. Peace.